Welcome to Mr. Giant Reacts and Ting and Ting and Ting. I'm Mr. Giant, back with another video for you, back with another reaction. And I have a song by Indira, RADIC, and Alen, Islamovic. Lopov, I don't believe the name of the song is. And this is a song about two people in love with each other, but it's a dangerous kind of love. A dangerous kind of love. So let's go ahead and YouTube and simmer and check this song out, and then I'll be back with some commentary. Let's go. Okay, it's a nice oh yeah. I like this, I like this. Oh, that raspiness in that voice. I like that. I'm ready to get down. I'm ready to dance, y'all. Oh, the harmony ain't too bad either, yo. That was cool. That was, I like that. It's the mixture of the modern poppy type beat with a little traditional instrument. But I tell you what's really interesting about it, because I know this guy. I've reacted to something with him in it before. The Alen, Islamović, and I think I reacted to a song that a band that he was in, and I can't pronounce it, but I know who he is. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's rock and roll. He's got the rock and roll voice that they add to that little poppy sound, and it fits. And you know that works a lot sometimes, especially in the 80s and 90s. It worked a lot where rock and rollers actually sort of segue a little bit into a little poppy stuff, and it worked. Because what's that guy's name? Joe Cocker. pure rock and roll, Joe Cocker was. But then he sort of segued a little bit into like a poppy sound in the 80s. And it worked for him because of his voice, that raspiness like this guy got. You know what I mean? It kind of brought some soul to pop. And it's really weird I'm saying soul with rock and roll, but you know, it's kind of like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's got the same type of soul to it, you know? But I really enjoyed that, man. I didn't expect to enjoy it. No, when they harmonize, his raspiness and her smooth vocals really worked. It really worked. And speaking of the song itself, it's a song about, you know, two people who really love each other. But I think it says in the translation that they were thieves because they keep thieving and stealing each other's love, you know? And they two of the same kind. That's why they're in the situation they're in. And I'll be honest, man, a situation like that could be so intoxicating where two people love each other and they know how they are, and they're sort of playing this game with each other. And that could be intoxicating. It could also be very, very mentally draining. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. I seem to attract people who like to play those games, and I don't like to play them one bit at all. And it's not like I want to feel comfortable in a relationship because a relationship is going to have its ups and its downs. I understand that. But to be constantly in a game situation like that, man, if you're in a relationship like that, you're not going to have time to enjoy life, the rest of your life. You'll be constantly paying attention to that person because you don't know where they're coming from next. And that's not healthy at all. It's not, man. Because you're going to be paying so much attention to that person and what the next move is going to be that you're not paying attention to your other life and living. Not to mention, you're not going to really savor a moment if you constantly have to worry about somebody's move all the time. And it seems like everybody wants to manipulate situations. It's not so much that they want to manipulate you, the situations. And normally people who do that came from a bad relationship past. It's not that they like playing those games, it's that it's a defense mechanism. And that must be a miserable existence. Man, that's got to be miserable. Even though the passionate moments come in and, you know, it sort of eases things for a while, then you go back to the same old thing. It's like this. And hey, here's a nice little comparison and thing there, okay? It's like you're having an issue, you're depressed about something and you drink. And the drink momentarily takes away the bad feelings that you're feeling about whatever situation you're in. But the minute you wake up off of that drink, that thing's still there. It's the same thing. That's why they say love is intoxicating. Sometimes it's intoxicating because, you know, with all the craziness going on, and then you have that moment where, bam, you know, it's in simpatico. But then you wake up from that moment. And why would you want to wake up from that moment when you could pretty much have that moment all the time? And when I say all the time, I mean, you got to take into consideration life, vibing, and you have to deal with it. But you have it every time you're around that person. If you're manipulating a lot, that person is going to be on your mind whether you're around them or not. And that's not healthy. Because though people think you become one unit when you get into a relationship, but you don't, because you're two separate people with separate life and understanding of lives. When you come together, you function as a unit. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but the song was great. I loved it. Some people may not because, him being a rock and roll singer, but I'm glad I listened to this. I watched this here. Thank you for suggesting it. I'm glad I listened to it because it put me in a good mood with the rhythm and thing. If you notice, I was like, hey, I was vibing up with that vibe and thing. Hey, man, thank you for watching this reaction with me. If you did, drop a like on the video, comment down below, tell me what you think, and tell me if you think I'm full of it with my commentary. You all take care of each other. Let's try to bring some peace in this world, okay?